Welcome back to Code with Kamira. In today's episode, we are going to look at posts per user, or call it user posts. All right, we are going to look at this. Now, in our previous episodes, we've been looking at users, our posts, but then we have the users feature, we have the posts feature. So you need to put this user posts in a right category. We cannot put it in users, but because it is getting posts, so we have to put it in posts, all right? But these are posts per user. You see, we pass the user ID. Let's go to posts feature. So post feature is here, as you can see, and we can check in domain repositories, post repository. We can define another function which is get user posts. Okay, and what does it require? It expects a string user ID. Okay, now we have a section in the APIs. We need to define that. So that is here. Where is get posts? This is get posts. Now we put this get, this is user posts, user posts. Okay, so we are done here. Let's go back to the repository. So we've defined an abstract method. Let's check in data here in the post repository implementation. So we need to implement this, and we can still copy this. Then this is async, and this is get user posts. Okay, we pass the ID, which is the user ID. This should be automatic. All right, user ID. What's wrong? Too many positional arguments. Okay, let's go back to this. Oh, in in- up here, we didn't put at path because this user post has this path. Okay, so we have to copy this, and in here we declare at path. Okay, we put the path. So this, you can have as many paths as possible depending on the URL. So here we have the ID, and now we need to pass a value which we can say string user ID. So if you pass a user ID, it will be mapped to this path as the what? The ID in the URL. All right, so close this. We go back here. So now it is fixed, user ID, get user posts. So the rest we don't need to change because it's well structured. Now we need to check in the logic. We need to put add some states here. Where is loading? Okay. This is going to be user post loading. Then success. Okay, post success. Okay, let me hope it's the same response, but we shall check. Post use, we call it user post success. User post success. However, let me first check this response here. Yeah, it may be correct for this case as well. We shall check later. So here we can have user post error, user post error state. Okay. So that means in the qubit here, can still copy this. Now, this is get user posts, which should accept a string user ID. The state to emit is user post loading, and here to call should be get user posts with the user ID here. And on success, it should be user post success. On error, it should be user post error. Now, we may have some issues to resolve because we are not certain of the response type, but let's take it as is. Let me first check in here. We are saying it is the same response. Okay. Let's try to auto-generate some files. Okay, let's now go to home. We try to call that home page. Okay, so this is get user post. Now that I don't know the user ID, I'm going to just assume we have a user with ID. Should I put one? ID 1. Okay. But when we start implementing the UI, we shall be able to tap on a given user from the users list, and then we pass that ID onto the function to call. So let's try. And I need to track something here. Let me capture the response data first. I print user post returned. It is response data to JSON. Let's try to see if we shall get here. Okay, so this is Emily, and this Emily's us. Good, we've reached that. Where is it? So we have our response is post, then these posts here. So that means there is that user of ID1. Actually, you can see that here, that even in the post, in the post response, the user himself has been included in the response. So we have here. Now, let's check the response as post. Okay, list ID, this is the ID, post ID. Okay, then okay, title, ID, title, and we have the description. We have the tags, which is fiction, history, crime. We have the reaction, which involves the likes, views, then no likes, dislikes. We have the views, that's number of views, and the user ID. Okay, let me just double confirm whether we have the user ID and this information on the post model. Let me do this post, class post. Anyway, I can go in the Qubit here. This response, I check dynamic here. Okay, that means I need to check the class post if I've created it already. Okay, then this class post has ID. Okay, it has views, it has user ID, it has string title, it has reactions, it has list of strings tags. So let's check tags. Reactions are these, tags is a list of these strings. Okay, so we can as well do this. In the response, we know this now is a post, list of posts. So it should be this type. Okay, let's auto-generate. Let's log in. Try to see if it's there for the second time. Yes. So we get posts, instance of post. Yeah, it's correct. So that means that this user has only one post. Okay. And that is it for now. Thanks for watching, and kindly subscribe if you've not yet subscribed. Our target is to hit 1,000 subscribers, and you can share with your friends so that we all get to learn and understand mobile application development, coding principles. And lastly, please share your comments, share your reactions, share your feedback so that we can go through them and maybe give a response to each. All right, bye.